This channel supports Extra Life in its efforts to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. For more information about how to donate and join in their efforts, go to the link displayed here. Extra Life. Play games, heal kids. What up, everybody? This is your boy Black Magus, and the Redskins come through with a victory. Actually, were able to get over their second half mistakes to come through and get a pretty solid win for the most part, 24-10 over the St. Louis Rams. They came out of the gates flying, mostly with the running attack, which is something I've been saying for the last 3 years that the Redskins should do, that they should try to establish their run game and then go off the pass from there. That's what they did, and they actually did something else I actually said about young quarterbacks with the Redskins. Don't depend on them to do too much. Establish the running game and put them in situations where they don't have to do much to get a first down. They aren't in a position where they have to win the game. In order for a young quarterback to develop, you have to give him time to grow, get comfortable, and things like that. And we saw a game where the running game was so good that when Kirk Cousins had to make these critical third down throws, it was like 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, no more than 3rd and 5. Whenever he got in 3rd and long, that's where the trouble started. Almost threw an interception on one, a couple of overthrows, a couple of sacks. This is what happens, and it's the same thing I was saying when we had RG3. Same thing when I was saying when he is in. These guys aren't going to be able to progress if they aren't given time to get comfortable in the role. And today, they allowed Kirk Cousins to get comfortable. Same thing with the first half last week. They ran the ball more. He was able to make a couple of throws. Then second half, they tried to go like more with the pass, kind of left the run to the wayside, and all the trouble started. All the third and outs started and all that. Putting the defense in bad positions, allowing the other team to capitalize on that. Turnovers, penalties, all of that. Their whole third quarter almost tanked the Redskins. But thankfully, they decided, I guess Gruden must have got smart again and said, you know what, let's just hand it to Jones, let's just hand it to Morris, who both had a great day. Jones in particular went completely off with over 120 yards, a couple of touchdowns. They were putting them in, offensive sets where they had multiple tight ends, they had extra blockers, they were able to get loose. And it's like, why aren't we doing this all the time? The run game is where we're at our strongest. Yes, we have some great receivers, but you need to establish that run in order to give whoever's back there the opportunity to make good plays in situations where they don't have to do a whole lot. You know what I mean? It was a lot of screen passes. It was a lot of sorry, I don't know why that went off fucking NFL.com fantasy football highlight. Anyway, a lot of screen passes, a lot of short routes, not too much deep. Even when they tried deep, it kind of failed. Of course, not having Deshaun Jackson there, kind of hard to go deep. But they allowed the receivers to get into space and run for first downs, run for extra yardage. This is what we needed to have been doing for the last couple of years. This is what we were doing in 2012 when we made that playoff run. We weren't asking the quarterback to do way too much. We were just giving him opportunities to complete passes, and if he had to run, he would run. But for the most part, we let the run game balance it out. It's not that hard. It really isn't that hard. It's what Seattle does, and that's why Seattle is always in contention for a Super Bowl. Don't know why it's not that hard to figure out for the Redskins. But overall, pretty decent day. By the way, guys, please don't get extra hype over Kirk Cousins. Yes, his stats look really, really good, but we've seen stats like that from all Redskins quarterbacks. 1, 2. This is his first win in 7, 8 games. He's now 3-9, 3-10 for his career. So let's not crown him. I heard Jimmy Johnson say, "Hey, this might be the game that shows that Kirk Cousins is the man." It's like, Jimmy Johnson, you should be a little smarter than that. You've won Super Bowls, you've built teams. You should know better than to say that off of this one game, especially coming off of his previous performances before that. The guy had like multiple stinkers before that. He was pulled. Remember this, the last time he started before last week, he was pulled at halftime in a winnable game because he wasn't performing well enough. So that should tell you something. He still has a lot of room to grow. So please, don't hit me with the, Cousins is the greatest thing. Just calm down, people. Let's let this season progress. We won a game that we probably should have won because it was a team that was more on our level. We should have won last week too because it was a team more on our level. But, we didn't give away this one. And that's the important thing. Defense came through awesome. Running game came through. Quarterback didn't make any mistakes. I'll take it. I'll take it for now. It's a little progression. That's what we're looking for right now. But anyway, you guys hit me up. Let me know what you think, and I'll holler at you later. This your boy Black Makers, and I'm out. Deuces.